A subway car turned into a personal closet by a homeless person. Bags, boxes, clothes all over. Another turning a bench into a bed. Just some of the indignities endured by subway riders as the cold drives the homeless underground, turning Mayor de Blasio's press conference into show and tell. I have in my hand some videos and a demand for answers, solutions to provide relief for riders. The mayor tells me again he will get Police Commissioner O'Neill on the case.
We will not tolerate people bringing up.
With the court's permission, play the videos.
She's trying to break into the house.
Okay, let me get you transferred to the sheriff's office. What's your name?
I'm Angel. I live with my friend Dawn. He's already threatened to kill us before. Dawn, get away from the door.
Just stay on the line. Hey, it's Fire Drive. Angel. Someone's trying to break in.
Mom, get away from the door. Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
An arrest has been made in a heinous crime that took place on a New York City subway train. A man's pants set on fire while he was sleeping. The burn so bad, police say they found charred skin in the seat from the victim. It happened early Monday morning on a 3 train near Midtown. Eyewitness News reporter Sifan Kim has the latest on the teenager who is now in police custody tonight. Sifan?
Well, Sade, detectives think this suspect walked onto a train at the 34th Street Penn Station stop, lit the homeless man's pants on fire, then walked back out onto the platform. What's unclear at this hour is why. 18-year-old Hiram Carrero from Harlem has been charged with attempted murder, assault, arson, criminal mischief, and reckless endangerment. He had nothing to say as he was walked out of the 9th Precinct in handcuffs. He was arrested today, but this happened Monday about 3 in the morning on a northbound 3 train. It was an off-duty MTA employee who saw the smoke when that train pulled into the Times Square station and alerted police. The 56-year-old victim was burned so badly that investigators found charred skin on the train seat he was sitting on. He was rushed to Cornell Medical Center for significant burn injuries. Now, because the victim was asleep, though, detectives are having a little bit of difficulty piecing this all together. Reporting live in the East Village, Sefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
This week on Detective Michael M. Son.
Detective Michael M. Son. David, plumber. Kevin.
How dangerous is it to ride the New York City subway? Pretty dangerous. And what makes it so dangerous? People, crazy people, homeless people.
So New York City laws, these laws here, it's trash. It's a shit show. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what it is.
What would be your message to the people that take the subway each and every single day?
Be safe and stay off the platform. Don't try to get pushed over the red light, man. Or you might get shot. You don't want to get shot, you would die, man. I got shot before, man.
The famous New York City subway might just be one of the most interesting places in the entire world. It's a place where you can see Broadway-level talent for completely free, crazy freakouts. Maybe you'll even see Jimmy Fallon and Bad Bunny performing undercover. Or you could see a woman being set to flames by an illegal immigrant. Or maybe a pile of rats escape the blankets of a homeless man. With every day a new headline breaking from the subway, I wanted to see how dangerous the subway actually is and speak with the New Yorkers and the people who are considered to be the dangerous people of the subway. And here are some facts about the current crime rates on the New York City subway. Since the pandemic, crime is down 12% here in the subway. However, murder is up 200%, burglary is up 140%, and felony assault is up 55%. And there's one man that lives here on the New York City subway. He's 52 years old and he's been arrested 88 times and released onto the streets here in New York City. He's been charged with things such as stabbing people, and he roams and lives on the tracks here in New York City. New York City has 472 subway stations, some like this that are big and grand, and others that are a lot smaller. Now, there are multiple ways to board the subway. You can either tap your phone and pay to come into the subway. If you don't want to pay, you can just step over the rail like that, or you could wait for somebody to come outside of this door right here, and you could slide right on in for completely free. There's multiple other ways you can come into the subway. You can do this, you can hop over, you can go under, and technically NYPD should give you a ticket for hopping onto the subway without paying, but because of how many people constantly do it, there are so many people that do it, they'd be writing tickets all day. And the governor, Kathy Hochul, put up new spikes to prevent people from hopping over. However, I do not think it is working. You can still get right on over. Times Square subway station, I just hopped over, even though Kathy Hochul put up those new guardrails. Is that going to stop teens and other people from hopping over?
Definitely not. I just hopped over myself. There's a lot of people doing it. It ain't stopping nothing.
And because anybody can somehow manage a way to get onto the subway, and with the subway running 24/7, it creates the perfect shelter for homeless people who do not qualify for housing because of addictions, mental illness, or other requirements that they do not meet, making the subway a perfect place to roam around 24/7. So how safe do people feel taking the subway?
Do you feel safe on the subway?
Not really.
Why not?
Just all the news and things of people getting pushed. You think about it every day as
Where
you're walking.
do you stand when you're waiting for your subway?
Pretty far back. Definitely not too close. And when I am too close, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I should move back a little bit.
You as a man, you feel safe taking the subway, right?
Yes.
Do you think women should feel safe getting onto the subway?
Depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Do you feel safe on the subway?
No,
Do you think the NYPD is doing enough?
not that I'm seeing.
As a man, do you feel safe on the subway?
Yes.
If you're a woman, would you feel safe coming onto the subway?
No.
Do you feel safe coming onto the subway?
On a railroad, yes. The subway, no.
What's it like living on the subway?
Got heat in the winter, but after that, when ain't no other perk, you go to Beach Bum after that.
How hard is it to find shelter here in New York City?
It's plenty available if you're a type. If you're a drug addict, you're looking for rehabilitation, you go to a type. If you're convict or felon, you're a different type.
And are you on drugs or are you a felon?
A little bit of both. I'm on probation for marijuana.
And what would you say to the New Yorker that is worried about getting onto the subway?
I wouldn't second guess myself and go against that. Just don't do it yet.
How would you describe the subway to somebody that hasn't ever been down here?
Very cold, a lot of rats, and dark, and it's very dangerous too.
And what makes the subway so dangerous?
Just the people, you know, the lack of cops. Anybody can just run in there and rob you.
How lawless would you say the subways have became?
The worst.
What do you do down here on the subway?
I'm struggling right now, so I ask people for help. I've been neglected my whole life, so I don't really have the chance to have close ones by me.
And should New Yorkers and tourists be worried when they come down here onto the subway?
Yes, but not really, because police officers have it under control.
And why should people be worried?
Because people are senseless. They think for themselves sometimes when everything is going bad for them.
And you yourself, have you ever seen anybody get in harm's way down here on the subway?
The brands you love are here at Ulta Beauty.
I want to bake some cookies, but to be frank, I don't know how. I don't even know who Frank is. But thankfully, my Windows 11 Copilot Plus.
Yourself, have you ever seen anybody get in harm's way down here on the subway?
Yes.
And how many nights out of the week are you sleeping down here on the subway?
So I'll probably say 3 to 4 days out of the week. But my sister kicked me out the house because I didn't want to take my meds. I don't do meds because I'm 100%
And what mental illness did the doctors diagnose you with?
schizophrenic.
What do the voices in your head tell you to do?
It's like bad music. You know, when you ever watched a movie and they had like radios playing old music. That's what goes on in my head, like music songs that tell me to do bad. That's what.
And what do they tell you to do?
Tell me to get rich, to do anything, to get rich, kill somebody, or hurt yourself, or sacrifice a family member.
Wow. And have the voices in your head ever told you to harm somebody here on the subway?
Yeah.
And have you ever harmed anybody on the subway?
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous would you say this subway is?
Like a 1 if you chillax and sit down when you're supposed to.
Why do you think there's a lot of talk about how dangerous subways have gotten?
Cause like the kids and the youth be trying to do too much. They be adrenaline rush.
We're here on the subway. We're up here in the Bronx. Right behind us, we got blood smeared. Looks like alien. How safe do you feel on these subways?
Well, whether you're safe or you're not safe, you have to go wherever you want to go. We're not safe anywhere.
Would you like NYPD to have more of a presence here on these subways?
Yeah, they are present, but they cannot be everywhere.
You think just taking the subway, you inherently take a risk that something may happen, and it's just some risk that everyone has to take?
It can happen anywhere, so you have to do what you have to do.
Do you feel safe riding the subway?
No, absolutely not.
And why don't you feel safe?
Because New York State and city has allowed so many mental health issues out of the hospital during COVID. So there's so many people out here that really needs the help and not getting the help. So it's dangerous to ride the subway because they're setting people on fire, they're throwing urine at you, they're doing all kinds of things. So I'm afraid because I have a disability and I'm disabled. So I'm afraid to walk around with things that I need to help me get around because I think they're going to take advantage of me and hurt me. So I'm afraid. So I walk around in pain just to avoid anybody assaulting me or hurting me.
You trust that NYPD will be there for you when you need help?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This New York City laws doesn't help. People get they assault you, they get arrested, they're in jail for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and they're out on their own. So no, I don't trust it at all. I know for a fact that there's a lot of money in this city and a lot of things can be done for the people, and this subway can be done better with the homeless system. I think that they need to take care of us better. Us New Yorkers are not being taken care of properly. Even tourists come to this country and get hurt. It shouldn't be. I visit a lot of countries. I travel the world. I feel safe when I travel, but I don't feel safe in my own country, my own city, my own state. I don't feel safe here at all. So New York City laws, these laws here, is trash. It's a shit show. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what it is. And act crazy about the mayor. I think the mayor is doing a hell of a job with what he has for the simple fact that people turn their back and they don't tell you the real deal behind the closed doors. They're not supporting Eric Adams at all. And Biden didn't, but Trump will. He didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left him. And I agree with him because I feel the same way. I feel like they just abandon you when the need and they just straddle the fence. And that's what they did to our mayor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no woman like you should be worried about walking around or even catching a subway here in New York City.
But I am. Every day of my life.
What do you do down here in the subway every day?
Nothing. Someone stole everything from me. I'm from another country. And
Where are you from?
I'm from another country. So my passport and my driving license has been stolen.
And so how do you survive down here in the subway? What's some of the techniques that you use to be able to survive down here?
No techniques. A lot of people know I'm good, so they help me. I mean, some people give like $5, $10, I guess.
And do you sleep on the subway?
Oh yeah, sometimes, yeah.
How long can you sleep before you are woken up to be moved to a different subway or to be kicked off?
Oh, I think it's less than 5 hours or 4 hours that someone can sleep at one place, yeah.
And do you ever get a full night's sleep on the subways?
No, to be honest, no.
And because of the lack of sleep many of these people are receiving on the subways, it causes them to move around in a zombie-like state around the subways. Some of these people may be on drugs, other people just simply aren't getting enough sleep.
Do you support Israel and the Jewish people? Now more than ever, Israel needs committed friends around the world to voice their support in her struggle for peace and security.
Subways. Some of these people may be on drugs, other people who just simply aren't getting enough sleep.
What's the most dangerous thing about taking a subway here?
Just sitting down. At any point in time, the train could just shut down. They're pretty old, outdated.
How bad has the mental illness crisis became here in New York?
It's been pretty serious.
And are you seeing a lot more mental illness walking around these streets and walking around the subways?
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm going through something myself. So I fight it every day.
And one of the reasons why taking the subway can be dangerous is because of people who are mentally ill and have a hard time processing their emotions. America is really facing a mental health crisis. The National Institute of Mental Health reported over 50 million adults grapple with escalating anxiety and depression. Suicide rates have also hit all-time highs, and it's obvious new innovative solutions are needed. SSRIs, the top antidepressants, help many, but stir controversy with troubling side effects and overprescription fears, fueling debate over how best to fight this mental health crisis. And that brings us to today's sponsor, Alzamend Neuro. Alzamend Neuro is a biotech company developing treatments for Alzheimer's, bipolar disorder, depression, and PTSD, conditions affecting over 43 million Americans. Their lead product, AL001, is potentially a safer, more effective lithium co-crystal requiring up to 50% less intake for the same benefit. Phase 1 and Phase 2 human clinical
Hi, Sangeeta. My name is Hunter Walker. I'm a reporter with Talking Points Memo. The Boston police scanner has identified your brother as a potential suspect in the marathon bombing, and these reports are starting to spread. I wanted to see if you had any information or anything you wanted to say. You can reach me at 917.
The person gets bigger than the surroundings.
I turned 43 last year and it hit me hard. Just one simple quiz helped me take back control of my body.
It always bothered me that as much traffic was on that intersection, nobody saw anything.
To the west is a bank. Caddy corner is a McDonald's. If you're gonna rob someplace, I would think somewhere other than a day-old bread store where you could literally walk in at that time and buy 3 loaves of bread for $1 and then not even take all the money in the register.
You don't get double homicides without a reason usually.
You know New York City has the best subway system in the world? Here's why. You never know how long your ride might be. It could be 20 minutes or 2 hours because of the train not stopping. Or train traffic. How is there train traffic? It's a one-way rail. Just go straight. Fare increases always go back to the rider for a better experience. I can totally read this sign. And if it's your lucky day...
How's it going? So if you needed any more proof that New York City was designed by assholes, I just thought I would put this here. This is from my old neighborhood. I used to live right around Marcy Avenue and Park in Brooklyn, and they have these grates where you'll have...
Brenda,
Yes.
we're
Yeah,
here-
that's my name.
we're here in New York City.
Yeah, I came here in January.
You're sleeping right here on the
Right.
streets on 7th Ave.
Yeah, I feel safe here, and there's always people around, and it's lit up pretty well. And if it rains or the weather's bad, I can go into Penn Station.
So what happened?
Well, my life was pretty good.
Hey, you made it!
I told you I would.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes, ready to stretch.
Okay, let's stretch.
Right now in New York City, our homeless crisis is as bad as it has ever been.
It's been hard. It's been really hard.
The most significant factor which determines whether someone will be a homeless adult
What, buddy? What's the matter?
What's it like living on the subway?
Got heat in winter.
Yo. Yo.
Dating after 45 isn't about butterflies, it's about partnership, stability.
If you believe you're seeing more homeless people on the subways, you're right. A new report finds a dramatic increase in the number of homeless people on trains and on platforms in the stations. CBS 2's political reporter Marcia Kramer has more on the MTA's plan to tackle the growing problem.
The madness of the homeless on the subways is well documented. Just one example, this homeless man who awoke from a nap and took out a hammer to threaten terrified passengers. Now, with MTA officials stunned by new findings that the number of homeless on the subways have soared, they're unveiling new plans to fix it, saying a 20% increase in just
Hello, I can't see the comments. If somebody's, I can see that somebody commented, but I can't see them. Thank you, Jesus loves you too. That's so weird.
Say it again.
And save on insurance. Libbity bibbity.
Swoon.
Buddy, no. No. You okay? Alright, I gotta go play with my dog. He's bored. I don't think anybody's watching anyway. I'm just trying to learn how to go live. I suck at it. So I'm just letting you guys watch me scroll. I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. Yeah, I'll show you my baby. If you guys are watching, if anybody's watching, I'll show you my baby. My baby. You see him? There he is. There he is. Hi. Say hi, buddy. Say hi. Say good night. Say good night. Good night. Good night. You're not gonna make me angry. Good night. Good night. Say night night.
1,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000.